Hi, everyone. My name is Brian McPeak. I am a remote learning technology coach for the 2020-21 school year, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about Studio. So, before I get started, I just want to take an opportunity to acknowledge the fact that I know and everyone else knows that the most important part of the student's education is the environment that you create and the relationships that you build in the classroom. Now, we both know that that environment that you create is going to look a lot different this year, and we're not even sure what that end result is going to be. But I know at the end of the day, there's going to be one thing you care most about: making a Bitmoji classroom. But that's not this training. The training you actually signed up for was how to use Studio as a screen recorder for your lessons this year. There are two different places that you can find Studio. The first place you're going to find Studio is on your dashboard. On the left-hand side here, you can see our arrow pointing to the icon that represents Studio. And in that icon, you can see all of your Studio files. Now, on this next screen, you can see this is within a course. And the difference between these two places to access Studio is that one acts as a central location for all your videos, and one is just for this course's videos. Once you decide where you're going to access Studio from, the controls are going to be the same. So the first thing we're going to look at are the controls that we can find from the dashboard. So here's what it would look from the dashboard. On the dashboard, you're going to see certain controls on here. And the control that I want to point out to you first is the record button in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. When you hit record, you're going to have a choice. If you choose screen capture, it's going to be just your screen, or you can include the webcam as well. If you choose the webcam, it's just going to be your camera on you, and you can record anything that's in your background. First, we're going to act as if we chose screen capture. And when we hit screen capture, the first thing I notice is a dotted line, a dotted box pops up around my screen, and that's the area in which I'm going to record within. And when I get that position correctly, the next thing I'm going to pay attention to are the options that come up for recording. I see screen, webcam, and both. Choose whatever one you're most comfortable with. We would love to see you have both your image and the background of your screen in there. But if right now you're only ready for your voice to be in there, I understand you would just pick screen recording. The next thing we're going to look at is once you hit record, you're going to see it on the bottom left hand of the screen underneath that red button, and you can see record there. And once you hit record, it's going to give you that 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then you just begin speaking, and you're going to go ahead and record it for as long as you need to. When I see this, I'm noticing the pause button on the bottom, and I can see my timer running, letting me know that I am recording. That pause button is going to act as your control to get you to the next screen. When you hit the pause button, you can see that you have options now. You can either go back and record again, continue recording, or you can be done. And if you choose to be done, you're going to get to this screen. And in this screen, you're going to be asked to put a title. There's going to be a description that's optional. And in the screen, you could also edit it. In a later training, we're going to show you how to edit this. We're not going to do this today. In a later training, we'll go back and go through those features. But this is where you would upload your video. And once you hit the upload, that green button to upload, you're going to see the progress going, and you're going to see that your studio is, you're updating to the studio. And after a couple seconds, it doesn't take long at all, you're going to see that you have success. You have uploaded your video successfully to Studio. Where do you find it? You're going to find that in your library. You can see right there, I named mine Practice Studio for Training, and you can see that it was 34 seconds long. So right there in my library, this one was recorded in my central location off my dashboard, which means I will be able to access it for any of my courses, not a problem. When you're on your dashboard, you're going to see all of your videos. And our new video there, I can see this is Practice Studio for Training, and I can see the snowman in the bottom right-hand corner of that video, those 3 vertical dots, and it brings up some other options. I can create a quiz, share the media, I can move it, I can replace a thumbnail, or I could delete it. These are all things that we'll get into at a later date, but just know that these are all the things you could do just with that snowman icon at the bottom right-hand corner of your video. Okay, so you want to do something with this video. You want to put it into your Canvas page, your Canvas course. So you're going to go into your course, and you are going to create a new page. When you create a new page, I want to see you go into the edit button, and I want to see you click the Villanova V, that baby blue V there, and you're going to scroll down once you choose that external tool option until you find Studio. And I can see right here, Studio is right at the bottom of this menu. Once I click on that Studio, you're going to see this comes up here. When you see this come up, they're showing you all of the videos in your library. So I'm going to pick the video I wanted, which is the one I just made called Practice Studio for Training. And then once that happens and I select that video, it's going to prompt me to embed this. When you embed this video, look at the two different embedded options. You're going to see allow comments or display download option. I don't know if you want to allow comments, but it's something that you could do to start a conversation. So choose one of those, click embed, and then get to the next step. That next step is to publish your page. Like we published hundreds of pages last year, we're just going to hit the publish button. And now the video we created has become our page. And this is the video that our kids get to watch for today's lesson. Now that was the first option. That was the screen capture option. The next thing I'm going to show you is the web capture, the webcam capture option. And it's a very straightforward option. Once you click on there, you just start recording, and you're recording with the camera. It's just you and whatever's in the room. I've seen some other teachers use this option. And when they use this option, they actually will teach a lesson. They'll have the board behind them, and they'll go through the whole motions of the classroom using their webcam. It's a very straightforward approach. And if this is just the same way you've been teaching for years and years and years, you just go ahead and point this at the screen. And when you're all done, you're going to have a video that you could add to your library. Now, we just went through the record option in the top right-hand corner of this page. And the one right next to it on the right-hand side is the add button. And when you click the add button, you're going to get two options again. The two options that you're going to get using the add button are the drag and drop or YouTube. More popular, most likely, is the YouTube button. We used that a lot last year. You go out to YouTube, you find your YouTube link, you click it into, you paste it into that search bar there. It brings up your YouTube video, and you add the YouTube video to Studio. The other way of doing this is adding it from your computer. If you have a video saved on your drive on your computer, you can choose the drag and drop option. It'll bring up your personal folder, and you can simply bring a video over from your computer. So these are the ways that you were going to add either a YouTube video or a video you have saved on your computer to Studio. So the screen capture tool I just showed you is called Studio. Studio is used for a teacher who's not interested in doing a lot of editing to their video. It's a short introduction or a short lesson or a lesson that they're very confident in delivering, and they don't feel there's going to be a lot of need for editing. If you have a need for editing, if you feel like it's something that you really want to make perfect, you're going to be more interested in seeing the next two screen recording options, which are My VR Spot and WeVideo. Thanks for listening to me. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or give me a call, and I can walk you through how to use Studio and get you ready for this school year. Thanks a lot.